What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I answer the question of, is dropshipping on Walmart still profitable? So I'm going to tell you why it in fact is the most profitable way to dropship at the current time, and I'm going to tell you the challenges that you will face as a dropshipper. Some of these might surprise you. Surprisingly, those challenges do not involve profit because, as I said before, you can still make a lot of money doing this. And finally, we'll show data from a brand new store and how this store is looking in its first couple months of dropshipping. So I'm super fired up to show you this. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. Okay, so the magic question is Walmart still profitable? And we're going to talk about that, as well as some of the challenges that you will face as a dropshipper on Walmart if it's something that you're interested in doing. Now, before I jump into that and get into my screen share, I just wanted to let you know my email is below in case you do want to either do your own Walmart store and learn the ins and outs of that, or if you want full on automation. Again, my email's below. I'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you. But let's go ahead and jump in, and we're going to talk about some of the profits here on this store that is starting the aging process. So this is a store that's done standard dropshipping in the past. Now it's being aged into two-step after a bit of a break from the model in general. So it's going to have to go slow and steady, but let's talk about what kind of numbers we're seeing and if the store is in fact profitable. So you'll see here that this is the month of July. There was very little data in June, but July has been its first full month. And like I said, slow and steady wins the race when you're in Walmart, particularly the first few months. But you'll still see that there's a pretty decent ROI on each of them. And this is the profit thus far. So you can see it's a pretty steady stream of orders. And this is the way that it should go, more or less 15% to 23% when everything's said and done. So the margins are still there. The thing that has to happen is it has to be warmed up that first few months. The other thing that has to happen is a lot of times with these brand new stores, if you have multiple stores, you can't just toss the same products on every store. So you're going to have to throw in some new products on each store. And a lot of times that brings challenges in terms of calculating the shipping. So there'll be a lot of times where your shipping estimate might have been wrong, and or someone on your team who is sourcing misses a simple fact like the thing weighed 10 pounds. Or it's a can of sparkling water. They can't put the two and two together. So every now and then one of those things will slip through the cracks. And as a result, you'll have a product that is in the negative. However, the whole purpose of that and the whole point of that is that's fine, as these are brand new products that you have to test on the store in order to validate them. And people make mistakes. So what do you do after you make a mistake? You take note of it and you move on. So if it slips through the cracks a few times, then obviously you have to do a better job at catching those mistakes, but that does happen. But when you finally adjust, you can just remove that SKU from your inventory altogether and everything will start to buckle up. So what I mean by that, everything will start to tidy up. Everything will get better as the months move on. And the brand new people that you put on the store, or if you have like brand new sourcing people, they learn the intricacies of the whole niche in general. And they learn that how to spot things that weigh a lot more, or how to just say no to a product. Many more products will be found at some point later in time. So, but you can clearly see that every day there have been sales on this account, and we're nearing the end of the month and should start to go into a very solid August. And as the months move on towards Q4, everything should happen really well. Now, here comes the challenges that you face when doing these stores. So let's talk about those now. The first one is getting on the platform in general. Now, I can say this much. It is still very somewhat difficult to get on the platform. Really, no one knows what Walmart is looking for when people get on the platform. I've seen people that are brand new, complete noobs get on the platform, and then I've seen people that have an extensive amount of experience get denied, and vice versa. So there's no way of knowing. However, your odds are very high if you do hire someone that focuses just on getting stores approved. So I do have contacts for that. Let me know. But it is pricey to be able to hire these people. A lot of them will guarantee that you get in, but you have to have multiple LLCs on deck just in case the first one does get declined. On the secondary one, they can definitely get you in. So it takes a lot to try and get a store nowadays. It's just the luck of the draw. So that's the one biggest challenge. The second biggest challenge is when you drop ship from just one single platform. And what I mean by that is we are clearly drop shipping on Walmart. When you have one supplier, in this case it's Amazon Prime, there are Amazon Prime business accounts which are typically used. They get shut down after a while for multiple reasons. The first reason is that they limit you on the amount of certain products that you can order. So you can very well get a really hot product and it's selling extremely well. You know you could sell multiple units a day, but then there's a cap limit and you can only sell a maximum of say 25. That immediately ends that account and ends that product unless you have multiple Amazon Prime business accounts on deck. Now, the second reason why you would get axed from Amazon Prime Business is you're just sending out way too many packages. They don't tend to like that. So at some point, they'll cut the account off and you'll get charged shipping. So they'll take your $179 or whatever you paid for essentials and they'll just begin to charge you shipping. So if they feel you've broken the toss, they don't give a shit. They'll cut you off. They don't have to say anything. They keep the $179. They kick you in the fucking nuts and they toss you the hell on out. And from that point forward, you will have to pay shipping. So it is smart to test other platforms to see if you can find other winning products on other platforms. A lot of the other platforms are a lot more lenient. Platforms like Home Depot, platforms like Walmart themselves. Yes, you can drop ship from within Walmart, and that is perhaps one of the safest methods to utilize right now. A lot of that was going on with Amazon, and it's going to be a while before Walmart catches on to that. Now, a couple additional things that they look for when they do start shutting down Prime accounts, even before that, they've begun to ask for billing statements from the credit card attached to the particular account, as well as in some cases, driver's license. So one workaround for this is to use Amazon Prime regular accounts, which are $13.99 a month. But again, when that account gets opened up, they are going to ask for the billing statement and in some cases a driver's license. And with those Amazon Prime regular accounts, you can usually run about 500 orders before they get shut down. So if you just stay under that and you throttle it to stay under that, you can just start opening up multiple accounts and using those for now until once again they do adjust. So again, a lot of challenges with only drop shipping off of one platform. Now, the third and final biggest problem with Walmart, and particularly a two-step, is changing the shipping templates, right? So you only have a very small window to get this product out to the customer. So a lot of that window depends on how quickly Amazon is moving. And as it comes closer to the holidays, we know that they're slower than a damn snail. So what we have to do is modify the shipping templates. However, recently Walmart made a huge change where some people are grandfathered into the old version, which allows us to still change the shipping template. But a lot of the newer accounts cannot change that shipping template. They can only change it during specified hours and under specified rules. And this has created a huge challenge. So a lot of accounts that were once using the shipping templates to modify things and to help them get the packages on time every time are now faced with a huge challenge moving forward. So that is the third biggest challenge. But overall, I'll say this much, it is still insanely profitable to drop ship off of Walmart, and that's why it's worth it to stay in the game and continue to evolve with everything that they throw at you. And finally, one of the ways that we found is the absolute best way to run these stores is with the hybrid store method, which involves a lot of drop shipping, two-step, as well as WFS. Walmart really loves WFS stores that mix in products that they fulfill. So that tends to help people get by doing all the rest of the things that you can do on the store. And that is how we've managed to keep our stores open for very long periods of time. So other than that, just remember my email is below in case you do want to talk about full-on Walmart automation from A to Z, and or you want to do it yourself and you just need some help on how to go about the process. So questions and comments below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.